What's going on, everybody? It's Jeff Lightsey Jr. here with the Black Boss channel, the Ball Sports Network. Thank you guys for the continued support. Now, it's official. The NFL is begging teams to hire black folks. There are begging teams to hire black coaches. There are begging teams to hire black executives and get black people in the front office. And it's gotten kind of sad at this point. Make sure you hit the like, share, subscribe, and the notification bell because I upload every single day. So it comes out today. Roger Goodell has announced that the NFL is incentivizing teams to hire black people or minority candidates within their organization, and they're going to compensate them with draft picks. So this is what happens. So if you are an NFL team and you hire a black coach or a black person within your organization, and he gets promoted either by your team or hired off by another team to become either their head coach or their GM, your team, the team that he was originally hired by, will receive 2 third-round picks. You will be compensated for the said man that is promoted within your organization to GM or head coach, or that is hired off by another organization to be their GM or head coach. Now, I mean, at surface level, that sounds really good, right? Because the NFL is 75% black, it's 75% minority, but there's like 4 black head coaches and 4 black GMs. Maybe 3, I don't know. It's very low. It's very low numbers out of 32 teams. So obviously the 75 doesn't equate. It's not even half the league, right? It's a third of the league or a quarter of the league. So the reason why this doesn't excite me, because it's sad that this is necessary, right? Like there's no moral compass that says that really should it have ever come down to this. The NFL implemented the Rooney Rule several years ago, and that has had its peaks and valleys, and right now we're in a valley. And that is why the NFL, along with other companies across the country, we saw, whether it was streaming services, whether it was, different organizations talking about Black Lives Matter and all that stuff. So we're in this black awakening that I've talked about several times on this channel. And now the NFL is starting to adapt to it as well and implement policies to try to get more minority coaches within, or minority executives within certain organizations, and so they're incentivizing said organizations. Like I said, the fact that this has to take place is sad. I mean, on a very surface level, it's good, right? Because in theory, you hope that some team would want that incentive to get 2. I mean, third-round picks are very valuable in the NFL. So you get 2 third-round picks. You're incentivized to try and make this happen. But you get the argument from some folks say, well, teams are only going to do it so they can get a third-round pick. Well, that's not necessarily true, because the man still has to go get hired by someone as the head coach. I'm not a fan of it, man. I'm going to just be honest. Like I said, on a surface level thing, it sounds really great, but the fact that we have to go to these great measures when there are 75%, your league is 75% black, so you mean to tell me there aren't, a great chunk of those guys who retire or who no longer want to play or who want to get into coaching, they can't do the job, right? Like, they can't do the job. And think about the NFL. The one thing about the NFL and the NBA, professional sports leagues in America, they recycle the same coaches, right? They recycle guys that aren't even good. Think guys like Adam Gase for the Jets. He was with Miami. He was horrible. He gets another job at the Jets. Black coaches don't get that same luxury. Black coaches don't get recycled. Black coaches, you're one and you're done. If you fail or if you're put in a bad situation, then you don't get another chance. And that's why I'm not crazy about this rule. Because, yeah, some team's going to get a couple third-round picks every once in a while, but a lot of black coaches are going to get screwed because they're going to be in just totally messed up situations, like what the Browns have been recently, or like the Lions, or, pick your favorite, worst team in the league, and they're not going to get a second opportunity. They're not. And that's unfortunate for them. And the fact that the NFL has to make rules like this just shows, what kind of league it is, and just shows what kind of state we still are in America. That's just my thoughts on that. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Once again, I'm Jeff Lightsey Jr. with the Black Boss channel, the Ball Sports Network. I'll see you guys next time.